It's been 2 weeks since the City of Kelowna rolled out its e-scooter program, and already people are renting them at a rate of $1,000 per day. But complaints are rolling in too, and the city agreed to take them on one at a time. It says on a card every time you rent one of them that you have to wear a helmet, but we've been looking around and compliance with that is, wow, it is near zero.
Absolutely. It is the law if you're on an e-scooter. And one of the steps that we're taking is to provide free helmets. You can go to the visitor center and you can ask them, can I have a helmet? And they will give you one. Pretty much no questions asked because they are a partner in this program. The helmets are being provided by the service providers. So that's one thing you can do. You can also order a helmet through the apps and it will be shipped to your home.
People who use the scooters as a commuter vehicle, they tend to wear helmets because they know where to go from point A to point B, and then they can carry the helmets through their journey. But for people who take the scooters for fun rides, they're not necessarily carrying helmets with them all the time, and we try our best to provide helmets at our sponsored locations if that's the case. But I hope that we will see more people wearing helmets as people become more familiar with the whole program.
They're not supposed to be ridden on sidewalks, but people commonly ride them on sidewalks. What do you think about that issue?
Sidewalk safety is absolutely vital and very important. From our perspective, people walking and people with mobility devices absolutely need to feel safe on the sidewalk. E-scooter riding is illegal on the sidewalk, and we're aware that's one of the common concerns that we're getting, is that people are riding on the sidewalk. So starting that conversation with our law enforcement partners to help do friendly reminders and then, when necessary, issue fines.
We are working on developing a detection system, and if you ride on a sidewalk, we will automatically detect you, and we will give you a stripe and even account termination. So this is something that we will try in Kelowna very soon.
We've also seen people complaining about what people do with their scooter once they're finished their ride, that they sometimes leave them in a place where it's blocking, again, a sidewalk or something like that.
Absolutely. That's another common concern we're hearing, and one that we're taking very seriously. So that's one we're taking a number of steps. The first one is that e-scooter riders, before they can end their trip, they're required to take a photo of how they've parked that e-scooter and send it in before they can end their trip. And if they have parked that e-scooter improperly, then they are issued a warning or a fine by the service provider. I think we're in a place where we expect it to be. Whenever you roll out a new program, it's change. Most of our riders of the e-scooters have, not really ridden an e-scooter much before. So there's a learning curve, and we're taking time to push out education to make sure people know the rules of the road. And so our approach as this new program is released is to work to be as proactive and responsive to concerns as we hear them, to help build trust and confidence to make this a successful program.